Hey guys, welcome back to Jack's. Today is a Sunday afternoon and we have a lot of work we gotta get done in the shop, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to bring you along and kind of see what kind of a weekend looks like here over at Jack's, and just getting some maintenance done and a couple things done over the shop. So normally our videos are like one or two big things, like we finish putting engine in a car, or finish wiring, or put suspension on. This video is not gonna be like that. It's gonna be a bunch of little things, one little day of us working on some stuff and getting some stuff ready for some future projects. We do have a couple things we gotta do first though, because before we do anything, I gotta maneuver some cars. This S13 is in my way. That S13 has to get in this spot where the RX-7 is. The RX-7 has to get in the spot where that car is. But first, that car, the coilovers and stuff with the suspension on are touching the wheels. It's really hard to maneuver around. It's almost like the brakes are on all the time. So we're gonna really quickly lift that car up and figure out why that's happening, and then we'll start this guy up, pull him out, and wake up all the neighbors. So it's almost like I need a spacer to go on this thing to be able to tighten this down, because let me show you guys what's going on. So this washer right here is supposed to push up against the hub and then lock it in here so it doesn't have any movement. Right now, there's play here. You can move in and out. Even all the way ran up, this guy has play. So I need more of a washer here so I can get this guy tight against. But I don't know if I have any washers that big. But what I think we can do is I have a bit of hole saws here. I have a piece of metal right here. We're gonna cut out a few, like, basically make our own washers. So we're gonna cut outside diameter and then inside diameter, and we should have a bunch of washers. I should do it. I'll figure out a better solution for this in the future. Hell yeah. Now I got my spacers. We can see how this goes. Hub will go on first. And get our locating nut. No more play. Make your own washers. 101. Oh yeah, look at that. Now I just gotta do the other side, and we can maneuver some cars. Okay, so cars are moved, race cars out there. It's gonna get pulled in here eventually, but first, before we do that, our friend Tony's showing up from AEO. We're gonna pull his Jeep in here, and he has a really bad death wobble, where basically his front wheels are shaking on the highway, like back and forth like this, and that's no good. That means he has some worn out joint somewhere, so we have a little check sheet we're gonna go through, see what's wrong with the Jeep, and then order the parts replacement. We're not gonna fix it today. So we're gonna pull that Jeep in right now and kind of pull into this spot so we can work with it now that it's empty.
Straight, and I think that's good. We're in the shade in the front here, so we'll be good.
Okay, so basically what we're doing here, checking out all of the ball joints, tie rod ends, all the joints stuff inside of this thing to make sure nothing's bad. So what we're gonna be doing, we first just did a steering shimmy test. What that is see if any of the tie rods are bad. So if we were to shimmy the steering and look underneath of it and see either the pinion arm or the drag link arm or the tie rod end shake, then we have a problem. We didn't, those look all good. So now we lifted the front axle up, and the goal is then gonna be shaking these wheels and shaking them. Via what shakes and in what direction, we're gonna know what's bad on the car. So that's gonna be our next thing.
Dude, it's almost at 1,000, like probably 150 more views and it's good. Okay, yeah, I hear that.
Okay, ready? And then
Picking arm.
okay, I think it's coming from your steering box. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys what's going on here. And the reason we actually think the steering box might be the issue. This is your drag link. This goes across the entire way to the other side of the suspension. This bar here touches all the way across to this hub and makes this wheel turn. And there's no play at all. The play sounds like it's coming from the steering box. Everything else looks really tight here, but Jeep death wobble can be caused from like so many different things, including even a bad alignment. So I think what he's gonna do is he's gonna try and make an order for that steering box. If we can't find anything else, and possibly get a new one of those. Tony is gonna go get a new steering box, and he's also gonna go get a new drag link and a couple other things just to put on that car. That car is done for now, so it's time to pull in my sister's car, because we actually have a little problem with that with a, when boost comes on her little supercharged Mercedes, a line pops off. So we have a check valve to replace. I found one used because they don't sell them stock anymore. So we're gonna pull that car in real quick and see if we can get that check valve changed.
Mercedes battery's dead. Hit the battery's dead. I'm just gonna get a the hose we need off of it. Our car's battery's always dead.
Okay, so this is our problem child. For some reason, this check valve here is not working. I have a new one off a different car, so we just have to pull off this one onto this one. The problem is that this one is easier to come off. One side comes off really easy. This part of the hose does not come off very easy. I need to be able to get this off without tearing it apart. And I think it's gonna be a little bit of heat and some patience. Try first just heating this guy up. Well, it just melted. That is not the solution. Shit.
Okay, instead of getting this check valve off, which I could not do, I got the other one off. So I was able to get the one side of it off, I put it on this side, and now there are two check valves. So if you blow through this way, air goes through. If I blow through this way, nothing happens, which is what we want. So we're gonna maneuver this in the car, jump start our car, and then see if what we did worked, and it fixes our issue. So this is a C230K Mercedes. It's a little 4-cylinder with supercharger. I've actually had a lot of experience with this car. I ended up rebuilding the entire head on this car after it blew a valve. So I'm gonna get this part back on, and then we'll jump start this thing and take it for a ride. Whew. Okay, let's see how she's going. So we just gotta go find out if this line blows off when we give it some juice. Okay, I'm gonna go check real quick outside, make sure that hose didn't pop off like it has been. Okay, it's all good. Let me show you. Before, this line would blow off constantly. Every time we gave it gas, this one would boop, and it would just pop off, and then we have a huge vacuum leak. Now, it's fine. Next thing we gotta do is take that car right there, get it back inside, and we have one more thing we are doing today. Love that car. Okay, last thing I have to do is modify this ring. There's actually the car that this goes on is actually not here right now. This is for my Mustang. The Mustang has a Shelby air cleaner on it, and I put a new distributor on the car to get a little more vacuum advance and to fix the problem I was having with it. But right now I have actually a really crappy air cleaner with flames on it. I need to fix this so it'll go on. The problem is there is a ridge here, as you can see, between this. It fits on here, but not inside that ridge. So I need to cut the outer ridge of this off all the way around, and then this will fit on just fine. Time to get out a grinder. The sun is definitely going down, so I'm gonna try to get this done ASAP. Aluminum is so much easier to work with. Love it. Now I just gotta go bring this home, put it on the car. Out with the old, in with the new. Okay, so that was a little bit of a day of what we do here. It's not a lot of little things. Usually we have much bigger projects we're doing, but we're waiting on a couple parts for a couple big ones. Miata's a big one. We have a bunch of parts on order for Miata. We have a bunch of parts in order on the S13 as well that are all coming in, as well as Right after I posted the last video, I heard the truck might be coming back really, really soon, and I think the problem was found, and I think the problem is fixed. So, crossing my fingers that that's it, but just wanted to show you kind of what a day in the life of what we do here is, and you know, this is our fun time. So, if you like this, please subscribe, please like the video, and I hope to see you on the next one.